right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our madness. We are
so much.
Thank you so much for being here. We are so excited. Welcome to HydroPure Tinted Serum. I am so excited to be presenting this. But before we go along with the presentation, we must have an agenda, of course, as always. So the Jane Iredale difference, we will look at HydroPure Tinted Serum, the features and benefits, because I know everyone is curious, especially if you've been with us for a while and you've used liquid minerals and you've left and came back, something is different. We'll look at ingredients. We'll look at the shade updates, super important. I got tons of questions about which shade am I now? So today you will find out. So take a little bit of a note, and then we're gonna do a demonstration. Actually, my day has been so crazy, so I couldn't take my makeup off, but Miss Emma has volunteered that beautiful face. So we will do that. And we also will do a Q&A. However, if you have any questions at all, please make sure we have opened up the chat. So make sure you throw those questions in the chat and we will answer them as quickly as we can. All right, so let's get some introductions going. Sorry. All right, well, I don't know. I love my life. My life is so fantastic. Well, if you don't already know, my name is Nechelle Turner, and I am the Global Makeup Artist and Educator for Jane Iredale. I've been a pro makeup artist for 27 years and counting, and I have been at the glorious Jane Iredale for 8 years. So, Miss Emma, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, I am Emma Roberts, like the actress, but not. I have been with Jane Iredale in various positions for about 6 years. And I'm currently the social media and influencer manager there. And I love doing these masterclasses with Nechelle. I always learn something, and I know everyone watching does too. So, and I'm also obsessed with this new HydroPure Tinted Serum. So very excited to be the demonstration model this evening.
And you will also get a side of comedy.
Yes. We can't help it when we get together.
I know, it's a good time. All right, so first and foremost, again, if you are new, welcome. But if you're not, welcome, welcome, welcome. Jane Iredale is the skincare makeup. More than 28 years ago, Jane came up with this brilliant idea of creating a makeup that was high performance, full of clean ingredients, and also skin-loving ingredients. Our skincare makeup philosophy, we are really, really beautiful, a beautiful line that can deliver beautiful results for all skin. Clean beauty means it's formulated with a lot of things that without a lot of things that we see out in the market, including talc. I get tons and tons of questions. Will this makeup enhance any fine lines and wrinkles? Will it make my skin dry? Will it clog my pores? Absolutely not, because again, not having talc in the product makes a huge difference, especially when it comes to complexion. Talc really, really, really is prevalent in so many different complexion products. Those are the things that you really, really want to look out for, along with mineral oil, which can obviously aggravate acne, can clog your pores, it can create all kinds of problems. No synthetic fragrances or artificial dyes. I get a lot of questions also from my clients or from also you all. I saw, is this safe for sensitive skin? Is it safe for rosacea? Those are the things that you really, really want to look out for when it comes to choosing your products if you are choosing to use something other than Jane, which you should not be. And also no parabens. So we have no artificial preservatives in any of our products. HydroPure Tinted Serum with Hyaluronic Acid and CoQ10. That's a mouthful, right? But it really kind of puts forth what's really in it, what's the base of this product. And we thought it was really important to showcase and really animate those ingredients, those skin-loving ingredients. So features and benefits, of course, it's a treatment serum with a pigment that provides that sheer to medium coverage. So we had this debate. Is it skincare? Is it makeup? I would say it's the best of both worlds. It really, really, to me, I think this is the epitome of what Jane Iredale stands for. A skin-focused skin loving makeup that you can get amazing coverage from, but you also get those great skincare ingredients that are very kind to the skin. It's plumping, it's hydrating, it also is anti-inflammatory. So this is great for, post-treatment. If you go into maybe your derm office or your esthetician's office and you get some sort of treatment and you want to put something on that's really going to calm the skin if they are not a Jane partner, you absolutely can use this post-treatment as well, or just even every day on an everyday basis, especially going into winter. Our skin is shifting right now. We're getting drier, we're getting a little bit more sensitive. That's why I love HydroPure Tinted Serum. All right, so some key ingredients. And what I also love about this, and Em and I discussed this earlier, is the ingredients are so forward that you don't have to be a scientist to kind of figure out the ingredients, right? These are things that we see every day on the market in great skincare. So of course, hyaluronic acid is first and foremost. And what you don't know what hyaluronic acid is, it actually is a naturally occurring acid in the body that helps you to hold on to water. Right? It holds up to 1,000 times its weight in moisture, and it actually attracts moisture to the skin. Coenzyme Q10, we all see the supplements, I'm sure, the CoQ10, coenzyme Q10, but this actually helps to plump the skin. It helps to reverse the signs of aging. Allantoin is another ingredient that we see quite often, and it's a plant-derived skin conditioner that actually helps to soothe and calm skin. So this really is the most therapeutic foundation that our brand has or has manufactured so far to date. Although, again, you'll find anti-inflammatory benefits, protective benefits in all of our foundations. But I would say this particular formula is really the one that's kind of like at the front of calming inflammation, calming redness down, and really, really just getting rid of dehydration. Would you agree, Miss Emma?
Yes, absolutely. It's for me, I have kind of combination dry to normal skin. And like you said, this time of year is really tough on my skin. So I've been using this every day and my skin is so much happier than the days that I skip it. Mm-hmm.
When the weather shifts, it gets a little tricky with your skin. All right, so let's take a quick look at these skin loving ingredients. Of course, we have that hyaluronic acid that I mentioned earlier, plumping, increasing hydration. That CoQ10 is that powerful antioxidant. Olive squalane, that's an interesting and fun ingredient. This is what gives that beautiful glow and that dewiness. Now, I don't want you to confuse hydration with oil or confuse glow with greasy. And that's something that I've been getting a lot before everyone's had a chance to actually put it on their skin. I get a lot of questions. It's going to make me look greasy. Is it just putting too much oil on my skin? There's a difference. So olive squalane is just a beautiful ingredient that helps to really, really lock in that moisture. And of course, we have aloe. It's soothing and calming on the skin. I love that photo.
I know, it's cute.
And the silvertine olivate. So you may be a scientist, may have to be a scientist to know this ingredient. However, this is an ingredient that helps your skin to hold on to water. It prevents what we call transepidermal water loss. So it locks that water into the skin. And we see that allantoin again, shea butter, soothing, calming, and gives that really, really beautiful smooth application. Beeswax is really what helps to protect the little beads, and it helps with the color payoff. So every time you pump, you literally are getting a fresh dose of makeup.
Yes.
All
and
right.
we have a few questions in the chat relating to ingredients. So I just want to kind of ask some of those first.
Sure, let's go for it.
So Sarah is asking, what is the weight of the hyaluronic acid in the serum?
It should be the same. Sarah, are you a partner of ours?
While she answers in the chat, I'll just ask another question.
Okay, ask another question.
So do you recommend using a separate moisturizer with HydroPure?
I do. Well, actually, it depends on how dry your skin is. So what I find that it's most people that are extremely dry, they're still using the moisturizer, they're still using their Smooth Affair primer. Me, because my skin is kind of like normal combination, I could skip my moisturizer and just go into my Smooth Affair, and this is plenty enough hydration for me. So
And for me, I need that moisturizer before I use HydroPure because my skin is drier.
Okay.
Sarah says, I am new, recently signed up as a partner.
Okay. So Sarah, it's the same. I don't want to go too far down that rabbit hole, but because this is, this is us. But what it is, it's the same weight as our hyaluronic serum.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it's a large molecule.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. And
one more about ingredients, and then we can go on because the others are more about application.
okay.
My daily moisturizer has hyaluronic acid in it. Along with the serum, is it too much?
That is debatable. So I don't know. What's the person's name?
Let me see. I think it's Leda.
Leda. So hopefully this is the correct pronunciation of your name. If your skin calls for having that amount of hydration, then you're absolutely okay. I think what the question is, and what I'm kind of reading into it, is if it's going to be too much where you start to break out, or maybe you get some clogged pores, or you may have like some sort of acne breakout from it. Absolutely not. Again, all of our products are non-comedogenic, so I can't tell you if you're getting too much hyaluronic acid, because I don't know your skin and your skin condition, but I will say that this will not lend itself to any sort of acne breakout.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we can move on. The other questions are more about the makeup application.
Okay, fantastic. So I'm glad that we are at the makeup application question part, because it's really important that you really kind of wrap your heads around the fact that we are the skincare makeup. We are skincare focused, and we happen to be a high performance makeup as well. So just like you would any other skincare system, we have a system in place, or many systems in place, depending on your skin conditions and skin concerns, where it actually kind of gives a better overall effect when you use them together. So it's almost like a synergistic thing. So we always want to make sure we start with our Smooth and Fair primer, whichever is appropriate for your skin type, whether it's brightening, whether you love that luminosity from that illuminating primer, or if you're like me, you have that T-zone and you kind of want to create more of a matte surface on the skin, whatever floats your boat, right? Your foundation of choice. In fact, we're here talking about HydroPure Tinted Serum, so we're going to stick with that. It's really important that you pair your HydroPure Tinted Serum with either your pressed base or your amazing base, or even your Powder Me SPF. The reason is this is one of two foundations that we have currently without an SPF. So we want to make sure that, yeah, we're getting the hydration, we're getting the skin loving ingredients, but we're also protecting our skin from the sun as well. And topping it off, of course, with our hydration spray. Our hydration spray is super important. It goes beyond just hydrating the skin. It actually gives adherence to your minerals. It makes your minerals non-transferable. So it really, really locks everything in and sets it. And Palm Mist is ideal for this particular combination. That's fantastic for maybe normal to dry skin. Palm Mist is, again, antioxidant protection. It's going to help to boost that UVA and UVB protection, but it also gives that extra surge of moisture as well. You can also opt for calming lavender or D2O or balance if you're more on the oilier side. Okay. Any questions there?
So we do have a few questions.
Okay.
So we have two questions regarding coverage. So basically, how well does it cover? Do you need another foundation with it? Is it similar coverage to liquid minerals?
Okay, so I'm glad you asked that, because we are now at this slide.
Yes.
Now, the tinted serum is not going to be a medium to full coverage foundation. It's just not. It's a serum with a pigment. So it's going to be more on that sheer. You can possibly kind of sneak into that sheer medium world, but it's not going to give a whole lot of coverage. If you are like, you know what, Nechelle, I love the way that this feels, but I really, really want a little bit more coverage, you absolutely can pump it into another foundation if you choose to. If you're using the original Glow Time, you absolutely can do a couple of pumps there, but I wouldn't go I wouldn't do it in Beyond Matte or the Glow Time Pro, just because of the dry down properties. Now, a great way also to build coverage, again, is to do that Pure Press base or that Amazing base. Remember, the Amazing base is going to be more luminous. So if you're looking for a more luminous coverage, you're going to go with your Amazing base. If you kind of want to tone down the dewiness and bring in a little bit more of a semi-matte coverage, then you're going to use your Pure Press base. That's how you can build your coverage on top of your HydroPure Tinted Serum. Okay, I hope that makes sense for everyone. All right, so I got a ton of questions and I won't go through them all. So if you could take a quick little note or take a quick little screenshot, this is how you're going to decide what shade you are in the new HydroPure Tinted Serum. Since it's such a beautiful, forgiving formula, we didn't need a ton of shades. It really, really is about the depth of the skin. So we've scaled it down. We've made it easier. So now it's 7 shades. So if you were suntan, honey bronze, or golden glow, then you're going to be in medium 4. If you were latte, you're going to be medium to dark 5. And if you're warm brown like me, hallelujah, we can now wear deep 7. I'm so excited because we haven't had that before. I'm so excited. Okay, so let's just look at a quick little comparison chart for the liquid minerals versus the HydroPure Tinted Serum. What you'll notice first and foremost is the consistency is a little bit more of a moussey-like texture. It's still, you're still pumping out those fresh ingredients, but what I found with the liquid minerals at times, the consistency wasn't always there. Sometimes it would pump out great. Sometimes I would get kind of a little bit of a cottage cheese kind of feel to it. It would kind of separate a little bit. This is glorious. I'm going to call it glorious because it is this beautiful, beautiful, just this mousse-like texture that kind of, it's mixed for you already. There's improved moisture. There's also better redness reduction as well. Smoother, creamier application, again, with that addition of that shea butter. All right, so application recommendations, of course, again, if you want to go ahead and take a quick little screenshot, go ahead and do that. However, Miss Emma, again, has loaned us her beautiful face that she will be doing this application. So, of course, we always want to make sure we start with that clean, hydrated skin. You prep the skin with that smooth affair primer of your choice, brightening, illuminating, or matte. Apply 2 pumps of HydroPure serum on the back of your hand. Blend the product into the skin in a circular direction. You can use your fingers if you choose to. This is the only time I will allow fingers with makeup application because, again, we're working with the serum. Or you can use the blending contour brush, which I absolutely love. Top it with Amazing base, your Pure Press base, or your Powder Meat SPF, and your hydration spray of your choice. Now, what I would like to do is I want to go ahead and stop the share, and we're going to go ahead into some application. All right.
Sounds good.
So you're going to put your Smooth Affair brightening or illuminating. What are you using?
Brightening.
Okay. All right.
Get that hydration.
Perfect. So with the brightening primer, of course, remember it has that grapefruit extract, it has that aloe, it has that royal jelly. So it's also anti-inflammatory too, and hydrating and brightening, and it just brings such a beautiful radiance to the skin, especially for my drier people.
I'm sorry if you can hear sirens in the background.
Oh, New York, New York.
Just can't get away from them. Yeah.
That's okay. We can't hear. That looks lovely. Even that alone is just beautiful.
Okay.
Perfect. Now we're going to take your HydroPure. Now, what number are you?
I am light 2, but I could definitely go up or down 1 because they are so forgiving. Yeah. So okay. I saw some people saying that she said she uses suntan and liquid minerals now, and a medium 4 looks too dark for her. I can't promise you anything. I'm just saying, for me, they're very forgiving, and I definitely struggle with that because I find that my face is typically a different color than my neck, and I've been able to use, I would say, 3 different shades comfortably because it's such sheer coverage. So
that's amazing. All right, so a couple pumps. You can do it on your fingertips or back of the hand.
and I just go in.
I know, look at how creamy this is. This is so beautiful. I'm so happy.
And I like the I'm a lighter makeup gal, so on the weekends or on a Friday like tomorrow, I'll probably just wear this as a base, and I won't go any further because I like the radiance that it gives. I like that I can just kind of slap it on like this. It's pretty
That
easy.
looks so beautiful.
And I always take it down my neck too. You taught me that.
Yes, ma'am. It's gorgeous. It looks cool. Yes, Laura, I can show the chart again. It's no problem. But you know what?
Also,
Go ahead.
I was
No,
just
no.
going to say, you can also visit janeiredale.com and you can see the chart on the HydroPure Tinted Serum webpage as well. It's one of the images on that page.
Perfect. But that looks so good. And Emma, no shade, ma'am. You know how we are. But you had a little bit of redness happening before you put it on. But this this beautiful skin-like finish, you just look so even, but it still looks like your skin.
Yeah, totally. And it's so glowy too. I love that it's not shiny, it's not greasy, but it's not matte either. It's a really truly like kind of dewy finish, which I love.
Nice. Are you going to do pure pressed or amazing base right on top?
I am going to do pure pressed, and I wear the shade Warm Silk.
Oh, perfect.
I don't know why I pronounced it so aggressively, but
because you wanted us to know.
Warm Silk.
So Marianne is asking, could this be brought up right under the lash line? Use circle delete. Now, what I always recommend is when you do your foundation I will speak to our foundations. You absolutely can bring them underneath the eye. If you want additional coverage, after you do your liquid foundation, go ahead and with your circle delete or your enlighten underneath, or your lighten plus underneath your eye area where you need additional coverage. Cover it up with your, finish it off with your pure press base or your amazing base. You absolutely can set your concealer with our powder. Again, no talc, so it will not enhance any fine lines and wrinkles, but it does a great job at setting your concealer. Finishing with your hydration spray, and you're good to go. That was an amazing question. Thank you.
Pure press base.
And then your
palm mist.
Yes. And remember, if you want more of a dewiness, if you want to really, really keep that illuminating, that dewy quality, use amazing base and opt for either the calming lavender spray or the D2O spray. Okay. All right. Well, thank you. You look gorgeous, darling.
So,
all right. So let's handle some of these questions that we got beforehand that are amazing.
Yes. So these questions were submitted when you all were registering for the webinar, and then we can go to some of the questions that are still in the chat.
All right, perfect. So can this new tinted serum be used in place of a foundation? Of course, I think we kind of answered that. You can absolutely use this as a foundation, but make sure you pair it with your amazing base, your pure press base, or Powder Me SPF for that additional SPF coverage. If you want to build, really build and create more of a foundation look, just add more amazing base or pure press base. Does it clog pores? Absolutely not. Non-comedogenic. Does it enhance fine lines and wrinkles and creases? Nope, absolutely not. It does quite the opposite. It's that plumping that happens with that CoQ10. How does the new HydroPure Tinted Serum differ from liquid minerals, which I have worn for years? I know change sometimes is a little bit hard, but again, this is going to be better benefits. We took something that was great and made it even greater. So more anti-inflammatory properties, less redness on the skin, more plumping, and more hydrating. Safe for rosacea, absolutely, because remember we added that beautiful allantoin, which is that plant-derived skin conditioner that helps with redness, and also there's that aloe as well. All right, so should we handle some of those questions?
Yes, sounds good. So let's see. The first one I see that it reduces redness. This is from Sherry. Does it eliminate the need for the green makeup or to reduce redness?
I would say yes, it does. But remember, you're going to use the powder on top of it. So If it looks too sheer, I would say make sure you use your proper powder on top, but it absolutely reduces the redness, and you don't need to use a corrector, a green corrector.
Yes. Okay, and then there's a few shade questions. So I use Dream Tint and Peach. What shade for me?
If you're using Dream Tint and Peach, that means that you're using a corrector. So the peach shade in the Dream Tint isn't really a shade, it's more of a corrector.
Mm-hmm.
So we would probably need to get you matched. So if you can go to a partner location to get matched for your proper shade, you absolutely should do that.
Yes, you can also get started with the foundation finder quiz, but I know a lot of people will start with that and then they'll go into the partner location just to double check the shade.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, I am a Golden Glow girl. Sorry,
Yes.
person.
Yes.
I have M4 and it is too pinky beige for me. I have a Liquid Minerals and Golden Glow coming to me. M4 needs to be more yellow for me. I guess it's not a question, but do you think what do you think Golden Glow would match up to in HydroPure?
Medium 4.
Yeah. Okay, and then does this product replace the Liquid Minerals? Will the Liquid Minerals be going away?
Yes, Liquid Minerals has been discontinued. This is the newest and the latest and the greatest. Like I said, we took something that was great and we made it greater.
Yes, and I'm just answering latest question. So the powder was Pure Press Base. It has, I know Nechelle, you can do this part, but it has a semi-matte finish, sheer to full coverage, so you can really build it up. And then Amazing Base is a loose powder that has more luminous finish, but also sheer to full coverage. Did I do okay? Did I do?
And you forgot the SPF.
Oh, right, and they both have SPF.
Yes.
Yes. I was like, did I do okay?
This is so perfect. I love this.
I don't see any more questions yet.
Okay.
So I think we can, let's see. This is a great alternative that also gives us usefulness. Okay, so Veronica is saying, so these ingredients in this product are in the most expensive and best skin protectors. I think, and then she names a different line. This is a great alternative that also gives us more usefulness. True. I will say I love it because for me, I'm kind of a lazy skincare makeup gal. So I will use it as, I mean, like I said, I still need my moisturizer, but I will use it as kind of an extra boost of hydration while I'm also, you know, like Nechelle said, kind of counteracting some redness, some discoloration. So it's kind of perfect, I think.
And you know, the thing is to let us not forget, I mean, you know, or maybe you're not aware, when we speak to the ingredients in all of our makeup, it's not just immediate gratification. It's also with long-term use. You know, we're the skincare makeup, and it is, again, that smart skincare infused into that high performance makeup. So what you're getting something that's going to also treat the skin with long-term use as well.
Yes. Okay, let's see. Well, thank you, Sherry. Sherry says, you both have beautiful skin.
Oh, thank you, Sherry. You are so
Sherry.
That is very nice of you.
Okay, Marianne said she understands that M4 should be right, but not yellow enough for her Golden Glow olive complexion. Should she go to a different level? She doesn't want to go darker. And this is for Beyond Matte.
For Beyond Matte and she doesn't want to go darker. Well, I mean, that would be the next option would be M5 or M6. So essentially you would have to go a little bit darker or a little deeper.
Yeah, and
she's like, no, this is for the serum.
Sorry. Okay, so medium 4.
Yes.
Okay, so medium 4 is not yellow enough.
Is that what she's saying? Okay, she uses M7
and Beyond Matte.
Okay, all right. So then you would do the M6, the M5 in the HydroPure Tinted Serum. Okay. Apologies, I think I misread the question.
I think we both misread the question.
Okay, yes.
Yeah. So
All right.
I think it's isn't that darker than 4?
It's darker than 4, but also it's not going to be like a really like a strong transition, because remember, this is a very sheer formula. It'll probably work better with your undertone. So you won't get the depth that you think you're going to get, but again, because this is such a forgiving sheer formula, what it'll do, it'll work better with your undertone, because I understand you to have more of an olive undertone, if I'm reading that correctly.
Mm-hmm. And you can also visit a partner location as well. So if you're not sure where a partner location might be near you, you can go to janiredale.com, and there's a find a location tab at the very top. And you can go in and enter your town or your zip code and find partner locations near you. They're always amazing with shade matching. Okay, the last question is there a color chart for Pure Press base powder? I would use the light to medium serum. Yes, so again, you can go to the find a location page on our website to find a partner location where you can get color matched. And then if you wanted to just try it online, there's also a shade matching chart on the Pure Press base page, as well as our foundation finder quiz.
Okay.
So multiple options.
All right. Okay. Any other questions?
I think that's it.
Wait, Lars. Okay, hold on. Oh, Lita. I hope it's Lita. I apologize if not. Oh, fantastic. I am so glad that you're going to add this in to your makeup ritual. That is amazing. Yeah. All right. And then there was Laura, who just asked one question about something, but I missed it.
Okay. I use M7 and Beyond Matte, Golden Glow pressed, but Warm Sienna in loose, which makes sense because yeah. Okay. I think medium 4 looks too dark also for me.
Okay, well then go to medium 3. Have you physically tried it on your skin? Because I know that I showed the chart on screen, but you know, the little dots can be deceiving. We got to make sure that we're getting it on our skin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wouldn't let the little medium 4 swatch that Nechelle showed kind of put you off on that shade. It is, like we said, they're very sheer coverage, so they're very forgiving in terms of shades. You're not going to like put it on your face and suddenly look, you know, very tan on just your face or very pale on just your face. It's just not that kind of coverage.
That only happens when you're working with something that has an opaque coverage. Now, if we were working with something that was very opaque, I would say, okay, yeah, let's go one shade down or one shade up, depending on your depth of skin. But again, because we're working with more of a serum, something that's a little bit more sheer, it's going to be more forgiving, especially it'll let your undertone and the depth of your skin shine through. So just kind of be cautious of that.
Yes. And I just saw Marianne too. She said that the partner locations near her closed during COVID. So you can also write into our beauty advisors. Their email is beautyadvisors@janeiredale.com, and they may be able to provide you with a sample as well, so you can try it if you don't have a partner location near you.
That makes me sad.
I know.
Any other questions? Do we have any more questions?
I think that's it. I don't see any more.
Fantastic. Well, thank you, Beauty. You look gorgeous.
Thank you. Thank you for walking me through the demo, and thank you everyone so much for joining.
All right. Take care, everyone, and be well. Have a happy holiday.
Yes. Forgot about that.
I know, right? It came so fast. You're so welcome. Oh, look at all the thank yous. I feel the love in the hugs, the virtual hugs.
Yes. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. Thank you so much.
All right. Bye-bye. Bye, Sean. Miss you.
Bye.